Hello, hello. All right, let's get into this. Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at what have we got in the energy surrounding Aries. We've got an Ace of Cups. That is the energy of love. That is the energy of a beautiful offer, an offer of kindness, an offer of, ooh, Page of Cups. We double down on an offer of love. This is a big offer coming in, but it's coming in from a humble place. It could be an offer of love along with an apology. This is a message. Our pages are our messengers. So somebody is sending this offer of love. Is this like a Valentine's offer? Three of Pentacles. It might be because it feels like, come out with me. Let's go someplace. Let's go someplace that has a fire pit, or let's go someplace that has like a nice ambiance. This Three of Pentacles is, I want to collaborate. I want to work with you. I want to go someplace special. This is beautiful. Who is this? I like how they're treating our Aries. We have Temperance, so they could be a Sagittarian. They are somebody who feels like they are on the same, resonance, perhaps the same like energetic plateau. They really feel this nice connection. Oh, I love it. I love this so much for Aries. But enter the Five of Cups. I have to say, Aries is not expecting this love offer. They are not expecting. I feel like this is Aries is going to be asked out by somebody. And it could be at a time when Aries is actually weeping over someone else entirely different. Aries could have fiery, beautiful, glorious hair. They could have really long hair, or like a really awesome weave, or, something that's really noticeable, really beautiful about it seems like their hair. But there is deep sorrow here. Ace of Swords. And I think this offer from a different person is going to cut through that sorrow. I mean, it could be a stunner, it could be a shock that Aries gets some other love offer that I would say that they're not expecting this. I'm reading right now the Ace of Swords, kind of like that moment of like, what? I was literally just sitting there crying over the fact that, I'm still wounded over someone else that isn't here. I'm wounded over the feeling of loss, a feeling of like, how come love isn't working out? And suddenly a new voice enters into my world. Suddenly something cuts right through my tears, and it feels like it's a shock. It feels like, I don't know that I think Aries was so much lamenting over a particular person. Like, I want one lover to come back. Eight of Swords, I think they were more or less, I go with the story that we see, so please forgive me for being so blunt, but Aries was more or less saying, when am I going to quit crying over something that didn't go well in the past? I don't want to feel like this about this anymore. It's just hard. Like, I wish something would come in, shake up my world, cut me free. Well, the Ace of Swords does that. The Ace of Swords is a direct offer, and we can already see it's coming in from, I believe, a completely new person. I think this is, Aries is about to get asked out by somebody totally different, totally new. Actually, let's change decks. Can we see anything specific about whomever this person is? We have the waiter, attendant of hospitality, steward, cleaner. This could be somebody who has wanted to ask Aries out for quite some time. They could be somebody that is at a location. I said it's like this, they're asking Aries to go out to like a restaurant or something that has a fire pit, or I'm picturing like an outdoor seating area with like, I don't even know what they're called, but the big like propane heaters. That's what this reminds me of, even though technically it's the tree of life with this, incredible like spiral of life going around it. This feels like perhaps this person either sees Aries because Aries is out, possibly by themselves, or this is somebody who is, look at the sincerity in this person's face. Like, they have wanted to ask Aries out for quite some time. This could also be an individual who's like, they might be a waiter, or let's say work in like, I'm thinking like event coordination, like, making sure that there's like setup and breakdown of major events as well. We have farmer, cultivation, harvest, land. This is a hardworking person. This is somebody who is like really done a lot in their lives that's like the kinds of tasks that really make life continue. This is somebody that is like very skilled at like, I mean, farming is not easy at all, and without our farmers, we got no food. They are our, MVPs of the world, but somehow they never really are honored the way they should be. But we should honor our farmers a hell of a lot more. But this could be somebody who even is like farm to table kind of entrepreneur. They could work at their own place, that they grow the vegetables, they create something, and they also like are here in the restaurant industry as well. But it's a strong connection to like the food and the nourishment and the feeding of the world kind of energy. I'm thinking that this person may I know it's very precise also, Aries, but they may have come from a farming community. Maybe that's why it was natural for them to step into the food industry, because it's kind of like a full circle. It goes hand in hand. But I don't know why, but I feel like they're Irish. I don't know why. I feel like this is somebody who is they come from a particular region. There could be like culinary dishes or something, or this could be what if they've like immigrated or something, they could come from a family that, was both had a farming industry and then also, a pub, or, something along those lines. We also see them as an athlete. I feel like this person is very multi-talented. All of their jobs seem to be physical anyway, so I could understand that they would be very connected like to like real life. It's very sexy to meet somebody who knows how to work hard, literally like with their hands. People who work with the earth tend to, kind of have like this groundedness to them. They understand the cycles of life. They're connected to nature. They're possibly more connected to intuition. And somebody who's good with people, can read people, is pleasant to talk to, and somebody that is connected to their own body. This person can be extremely sensual, extremely deceptively fit. Also, I'm just going to put that out there, because this is somebody who is perhaps used to working hard, and they probably don't necessarily have show muscle, but they have very functional muscles, just like their career paths and the things that they're skilled in are very much like functionality and like really the kinds of things that make life go. And so I'm just picturing that they are probably someone who is very deceptively strong. We got exclusively masculine energy on all three cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and say this could be a divine masculine. Culturally, they could also hail from an African culture. Like they may be able to trace their roots back to a very specific region, regardless of where they currently live. They may speak another language as well. I know I first said Irish. That's so strongly what came off of this. But maybe they live in London. Maybe they are, someone who is multicultural. Maybe they were raised in, another culture and then ended up immigrating elsewhere. But they just feel very global and also very connected to like the planet somehow. It's really awesome energy on this. Okay, so this, by the way, this person's like definitely coming across as an individual that is very special. Like they are a wonderful blend of like power, and it feels very like truthful, or how should I say this? Powerful, and I'll just say grounded. That's really the word that I'm looking for, is super grounded. They represent the ending of kind of a mourning period that Aries was going through. They are I don't think Aries is gonna hurt after meeting them. I think that this is the person who's like a gift to Aries, to help them like close out a really bad, maybe several years cycle or decade cycle of, or at least 5-year cycle of disappointing romances that kept leaving them single, and they felt like, God, I just want to get out of this cycle. And the universe is like, excellent, because I have somebody who is going to rock your world. Nine of Cups. I definitely, this is somebody taking Aries out. I don't know if this is a Valentine's date or what. This kind of like Tudor style slash maybe Bavarian looking buildings. This could be a scenario that takes place. Germany comes to mind. England comes to mind. It doesn't have to be. I mean, sometimes they make, friezes and fronts on buildings that kind of have this look. I mean, there's a restaurant that looks just like that in Las Vegas, for example. There's lots of different building styles that we may see around the world, but this feels like a very fun pub atmosphere. But I have to say, I think if Aries is getting invited out, they may be having somebody, the waiter who works there, give them their phone number or something like that. Or this is where that first date is going to take place. All I can say is that the day that Aries meets this person, that denotes the turning point of ending some kind of like cycle of just unhappy dates. Because I'm hearing this is the last worthless evening that you'll have to spend. The Eagles, right? Or I guess maybe it's Don Henley. We have got the sun sideways. Aries, this is coming on a little new. This kind of comes out of nowhere. This kind of shocks Aries a little bit, but I do think it's exactly what they needed, was a little shock value to pull them out of the heartbreak. Because I feel like as soon as Aries is thinking in their head, God, I want to be over this. I don't want to continue to have some bad luck in love. I never meet quality people. I'm not meeting people that I think are trustworthy. I just want somebody grounded. I just want somebody, and I want to be out of this energy myself. I want to be unstuck. And I feel like that's exactly when this comes through. It could be a shocker to Aries. Like, oh my God, it's like I manifested somebody like almost immediately asking me out, wanting to get to know me. I thought it, and then there it was. It was just presented to me. This is uncanny. And I think it is really uncanny. With that sun card sideways in particular, that's really, I feel like it's a tremendous amount of happiness. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, but yeah, it's going to be a relationship that grows. It's going to be a friendship that grows. Maybe first it's going to be something where Aries and this person both have kind of a nice surprise at how comfortable they are together. But this says things grow at like a nice, decent pace. There's a comfort zone between Aries and this person. Why are they reaching out to Aries? I just want to see, what is it that makes them say, I really want to ask that Aries out. Three of Pentacles. Well, on one hand, they believe Aries is single enough that they can ask Aries out. They think, remember, this person comes across as very grounded. They may think that Aries is, look at this. They've seen a melancholy or felt a melancholy, and they're like, Aries is single. They shouldn't be single. There's no way somebody that hot should be. I'm not saying that Aries was like walking around, with tears streaming down their eyes, but somebody who's pretty grounded and somebody who's sensitive and somebody anyone who's ever been involved in plants or animals, or even just really astute with their own human body, you get really good at reading signals and cues. This is a different, more tangible kind of intuition to develop. You've got to be able to look at plants and noticing them. I can see that there's maybe they need a little bit of, nitrogen added into the soil. I'm seeing the little signs, the little signals. You got to be paying attention to the different, seasons. You've got to be paying attention to human beings, nonverbal cues. If you're a waiter, you've got to be listening to your own body and how your body is performing. I think that this person is really attuned. And so I think that they were able to read Aries, even if Aries did not think that they were giving off any of those cues, that maybe they've had a bad run and, bad run in life, and they were kind of sad. This person read Aries pretty well. Three of Cups. And in their mind, they're like, that hot Aries, they could date anybody. And if they aren't dating somebody because they're kind of sad, I want to fix that. They should not be single right now. That Aries deserves to know that they are somebody. And I just feel like that made them bold enough to ask Aries out or give Aries their number. I think it's because they're like, if I don't ask this Aries out, some other person is, but I'm sensitive enough to see that this Aries should not feel sad. They should be treated well. It comes across really nice. Like this person seems so lovely. We got a 7 of Wands. We got the 6 of Wands. In a lot of ways, they kind of want to be the person who comes in on the white horse. They want to like lift somebody up. They want to also have a successful relationship of their own, but it's not that they saw Aries as some tragic, poor character, but they kind of like the idea of reading somebody's energy or body language and then being the one who can come in and like, it always makes anybody feel good to see somebody smile and know that we made them smile. And I feel like they really love that. They love to feel kind of like a bit of a hero, because I think this person really is a good guy or a good gal, whatever. This person is a freaking catch. I hope that Aries likes them too, because I love this person for Aries. I think this is coming across so heartfelt and so sweet. And like, if anything, they kind of see it as a bit of a challenge, like to try to get Aries to smile or something like that, but they like it. With the 7 of Cups in the reverse for Aries, I'm thinking Aries knows right out of the gate. This person does seem pretty nice. We got the Knight of Cups upright. They've approached me in a really straightforward manner. I know that they're interested, that they're sincere, so why not say yes? Ace of Swords. Aries does know this is something special, isn't it? This is a different kind of person than what I'm used to being approached by. This is my turning point, and if I listen to my guides, I said I want to meet somebody who's not like my exes in my past, somebody who's not. I want to break this 5-year streak of crummy dates. I get it. This is my chance to do that. I think Aries is gonna say yes. I love this one. I'm so happy for this Aries. I'm so glad that Aries is like, when this person comes into Aries' life, I'm so glad that they're going to go ahead and, give somebody who's obviously paying them beautiful attention and kindness, they're going to say yes. Love that one. All right, I'm going to leave that here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up, Aries. Really appreciate you. Bye.